Have you ever picked up your cutting board, ready to slice something fresh, only to be hit with that strong, stubborn smell of onions, garlic, or raw meat that just won't go away? It's embarrassing, frustrating, and honestly, kind of gross. But what if I told you that professionals use a simple, natural method to erase even the strongest odors instantly? No harsh chemicals, no soaking, no scrubbing for hours. Just a quick, powerful trick you can try tonight. Before we continue, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because these simple home hacks will make your kitchen cleaner, safer, and smarter every single day. Understanding why cutting boards smell. Every cutting board, wood, bamboo, or plastic, absorbs odors for different reasons. Wood is naturally porous, meaning tiny food particles seep deep into the surface and release smells long after you've washed it. Plastic may look smooth, but over time, it develops micro-scratches that trap bacteria and liquids, especially from onions and raw meat. Bamboo sits somewhere in between. When these trapped particles dry, they ferment, sour, and release those nasty smells you can't ignore. This is why, even after washing with soap, the odor still lingers. The good news? Once you understand the science behind it, removing the smell becomes incredibly easy. The power duo, salt and lemon. Now let's talk about the method professionals use. Coarse salt and fresh lemon. This combination doesn't just mask odors, it pulls them out of the cutting board. Salt acts like a natural abrasive exfoliator that digs inside the pores of wood or plastic, lifting trapped food particles to the surface. Lemon adds acidity, antibacterial power, and most importantly, natural deodorizing oils. Together, they create a chemical reaction that neutralizes odors instantly. This is the reason many chefs in restaurant kitchens rely on this exact method instead of commercial cleaners. Step by step, the deep odor removal method. Start by sprinkling a generous layer of coarse salt, preferably sea salt or kosher salt, over the entire cutting board surface. Don't be shy. You want a thick layer that covers all odor-heavy areas, especially where garlic or onions were chopped. Next, cut a lemon in half and use the flat, juicy side as your scrubbing tool. Press firmly as you rub the lemon in circular motions across the board, allowing the juice to mix with salt and create a thick paste. This paste absorbs odors, while the lemon releases natural essential oils that filter deep into the pores. Let the mixture sit on the board for 10 to 15 minutes. This resting period allows the salt to continue drawing out deeper odors. Afterward, rinse the board with warm water and let it air dry vertically to prevent moisture buildup. When odors are extremely stubborn. Sometimes, cutting boards have been used for months without deep cleaning, and smells become almost permanent. If your board still smells after the first method, don't panic. There's a stronger approach. After applying salt and lemon, sprinkle a small amount of baking soda on top. Baking soda is alkaline, meaning it neutralizes acidic odors from onions and garlic instantly. Use the lemon again to create a foamy reaction and scrub hard. Let this mixture rest for 20 minutes, then rinse thoroughly. You'll notice an immediate improvement. For extremely old boards, repeat this method for 2 days. Using heat for deep sanitation. For plastic cutting boards, there's an additional trick: use heat. After cleaning with salt and lemon, boil water and carefully pour it over the surface. Or place the board in the dishwasher on the hottest cycle. Heat expands the pores, releasing trapped odors and bacteria. Never use this method on wooden boards because heat can crack or warp the surface. But for plastic boards, this step gives you a near-professional level of sanitation and odor removal. Why wood boards need extra care. Wooden cutting boards are beautiful, durable, and loved by chefs, but they need more care. Wood swells when exposed to too much water and cracks when exposed to too much heat. This is why odor removal must be gentle. After you clean with salt and lemon, take a tablespoon of food-grade mineral oil and rub it into the wood. This rehydrates the board, seals the pores, and prevents odors from returning. Mineral oil also protects the wood from stains and bacterial growth. A properly oiled wooden board lasts years, sometimes decades. Daily habits to prevent bad smells. You don't need to deep clean your cutting board every day. Simple habits prevent odor buildup. First, rinse your board immediately after cutting strong-smelling foods. Don't allow juices to sit on the surface. This is where odors begin. Second, always dry your board vertically, never flat. Flat drying causes moisture to sit on the underside, inviting mold and sour smells. Third, avoid cutting raw meat and vegetables on the same board unless you sanitize between uses. Cross-contamination is the #1 reason boards begin to smell terrible over time. Natural alternatives that also work. If you don't have lemons, don't worry. There are other natural options. White vinegar is a powerful disinfectant and deodorizer. Simply spray vinegar onto the surface, let it sit for 10 minutes, and rinse. Hydrogen peroxide works the same way and lifts odors quickly, especially on plastic boards. Activated charcoal, though less common, absorbs strong odors when rubbed onto the board in powder form. These alternatives are perfect for people who want chemical-free cleaning, but don't always have lemons or salt on hand. The science behind odor neutralization. The reason these natural methods work comes down to chemistry. Salt is a hygroscopic compound, meaning it draws moisture and odor particles out of materials. Lemon contains citric acid, which breaks down sulfur-based odors from onions and garlic. Baking soda neutralizes acids and absorbs airborne smell molecules. Vinegar kills bacteria by breaking down cell structures. When these ingredients work together, they don't just clean, they neutralize odor at a molecular level. That's why the smell disappears entirely instead of being covered up. When you should replace your cutting board. Even with the best cleaning habits, cutting boards don't last forever. Deep grooves, knife cuts, and cracks become perfect hiding spots for bacteria. If you notice dark lines, soft spots, or permanent stains that won't fade even after deep cleaning, it's time to replace your board. Wooden boards usually last 3 to 5 years with good care, while plastic boards wear out much faster. Keeping an old, damaged board increases the risk of food contamination and bad odors returning repeatedly. The emotional impact of a clean kitchen. A clean, fresh-smelling cutting board does more than improve hygiene. For strong odors, add baking soda. Use heat only on plastic boards. Condition wooden boards with mineral oil to prevent odor absorption. Follow daily habits to avoid buildup. These easy steps will keep your cutting boards fresh, safe, and long-lasting. If you enjoyed this guide, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a powerful kitchen hack again.